welcome to our first week of online coaching. I'm Andrew, I'm a coach here, and I have Toby over here to help me and to demonstrate some of the skills. Okay, so you guys might recognize my face. I teach Gym Fun Yellow, Gym Fun Gold, and also MAG Recreational. Okay guys, one thing before we start, we need to make sure that what we're doing is safe. So we're going to need a nice clear space. You don't need too much room, but you do need to make sure that it's clear and the floor isn't slippery or too hard for you in case you fall. Make sure you always have an adult with you present, supervising you and helping you through this lesson today. Make sure you look carefully at the slide that's going to pop up with all the safety information that is relevant for today's lesson. So with your parent, make sure you go through that slide. So for today, we're going to need some equipment. We're using gymnastics markers, okay, but you can use anything that you find at home. You might find a book or maybe some toilet paper, for example, something that you can use. We're also going to be using soft toys. Again, find something similar to this. Maybe you've got a ball of socks or something that you can use. And another thing is a slider, okay? So we're using Gymnastics Slider, but you might be able to use a mat or say like a doormat, pillow, something like that. Alright, let's get started. So we're going to start with warm up. Let's start moving our shoulders. We've got to get our body parts moving. We're going to be using all our body parts today in this session. Alright, backwards now. So for warm up, you guys follow along, watch what we're doing and copy us. Alright, so now we're going to do elbows up and moving side to side. Okay, making sure your feet are shoulder width apart like me and Toby are demonstrating. Okay, good. Now moving on to sumo stretch. So put your hands on your knees and push your knees as far back as you can. Okay, now we're going to start to do some sumo stomp soon. So Toby, can you show us what a sumo stomp is? Right, we're going to lift our leg up as high as we can and stomp it back down. Alright, let's go. 1. And we're going to do 4 of these. 2. And 3. And 1 more, 1 big step. And 4. Good job. Alright, now sumo wrestlers are fat. We don't like to be fat. We like karate people, so we're going to do some karate kicks now. Toby, can you show us a karate kick? Okay, hold your hands by your side like you're ready and doing some kicks. Alright, so wait till I say. Ready and go. 1 and step back. And another one. 2. Good. And 3. And 4. Good. Alright, now we're going to switch, turn around and switch legs. Toby will show you this one. Ready and go. 1 and 2 and 3. As high as you can. Good. 4 and 5. Good job. Alright. I'm going to show you something new. And it's called gymnastics karate kicks. So instead of doing bent legs and holding our arms by our side, we're going to hold our arms up in front and kick our leg to our toes. Alright, we'll do 5 each leg. Ready and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, switching legs now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay guys, I hope you had fun doing that. Now we're on to a burpee. So if you don't know what a burpee is, Toby is going to go through that. First position that we're going to start with is a squat position. Okay, so hands nice and flat on the floor, feet together and knees together. That's the first position. The second position is a front support. So we jump your feet back to front support. Good. Okay, after that we jump back to the squat position and finish it off with a nice big pencil jump. Alright, good work. So we're going to start off with doing 3 of those. Toby, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Let's go. 1, jumping feet back and nice jump as high as you can. Good. 2 and 3 Okay, the next burpee variation we're going to look at is the gymnastics burpee. So for the gymnastics burpee, we start standing up, reaching as high as you can, and then reaching your hands flat to the floor. Now if you can't reach your hands flat to the floor with straight legs, that's okay, you can bend them. And then from here, okay, we're going to walk our feet back. Now if you have to do it from bent legs, then you want to try and straighten your legs as soon as you can before you finish walking to front support. Okay, so we're going to do 3 of them. Toby, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Great. So starting from standing up position, arms by your ears, good, and then reaching down to the floor, flat. Now Toby can't do it with straight legs, so he's going to be bending his legs, but he'll make sure he straightens them as fast as he can. So walking back now, nice straight legs. And you should really feel this stretch behind your legs. Okay, good. Once you're in front support, walking up. And nice big straight jump. Good. Okay, 2 more of those. Walking back. Straighten legs as you can. And then nice big jump. Okay, good. 1 more. Walking back. And then big jump. Okay, cool. That's the dynamic part of the warm-up. Now we're going to be moving on to and do some stretches. Okay, onto your hands and knees now. We're going to do happy and angry cat. Alright, we're going to start off with angry cat, holding for 5 seconds. So angry cat is where you want to suck your belly button into your stomach as high as you can. You can look at Toby. Toby has a nice arch back. That's what we want to get. Okay, so everyone show me their best angry cat for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Happy cat. Look it up now. Okay, and angry cat. Sucking your belly button up, and happy cat. Letting your belly button fall. So why do we do happy and angry cats, Toby?
Why do we do them?
Well, we do them because they're very important for front support, for handstands, okay? Those exercises that we'll be learning in the future online, okay? So things like front support, we use the angry cat position, and things like handstand as well, we use the angry cat position. So that's just a reason why we do that. Okay, now everyone move into a pike position, okay? So legs out in front, pointing your toes. Now, remember, Toby, that we don't want gaps. So, Toby, can you show everyone gaps between your knees, like this? Yep, we want to feel those gaps to the floor. Make sure nothing can fit underneath. Okay, so we're going to start off with a 10-second pike hold. Ready, Toby?
Yes.
Alright, when you're ready, reach your hands as far forward as you can and hold it for a count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, great work. I don't know about you, but my legs were pretty sore then doing that. Alright, moving on to straddle. And same thing for straddle. We don't want any gaps between the floor and our knees. We want to make sure nothing can fit underneath. Okay, so once you have no gaps, reach your hands forward. And we're going to hold that for 10 seconds again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Great work, Toby. 8, 9, 10. Okay, good work. Alright, the last thing we're going to do is stretch our ankles. So everyone show me a nice front support. Toby, can you face me? Yep. Okay, and we're just going to walk our feet in a tiny bit. That will help us get a better stretch. And we're going to bounce on one foot. So put one foot on top of the other foot. And I do 10 bounces on this foot. Okay, so notice Toby has nice straight arms. You definitely want straight arms in this exercise. So once you've done 10, switch legs and do 10 more on the other foot. Okay, trying to get your heel down flat to the ground. Alright, and finish it off, we're going to do running for 10 seconds. Yeah, as fast as we can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work, guys. That's warm-up finished. Okay guys, moving on to our next activity. Now that we've warmed up, we're going to start to get the heart pumping, but first we've got to set up something to use. Alright, so at home if you're doing this, make sure you have a nice clear space. Make sure there's nothing that you can run into or that you can fall into, because we don't want you guys getting into that. Alright, so we're just using our toys, we're going to place them in a square with 4 corners. Now Toby will demonstrate what you're doing, so Toby hop in the middle of this square. Okay, we're going to be sprinting in the spot, and when I say a direction to go, such as forwards, then you have to touch the toy in front of you and go back to your spot. If I say left, then you have to go left, backwards, and right. Okay, I will say, you can stop running now. I'll say any direction, it will be random. You guys have to keep up, make sure you don't get confused. Toby will be in the middle, he'll be doing the sprinting. Are you ready, Toby?
Yes, I'm ready.
Are you ready, guys? Alright, good, let's get started. Running, faster, and forward. Good, back to the middle, sprinting. Great, and backwards. Come on, faster, Toby. Sprinting, and to the left. And come on, in the middle, sprinting, and to the left. Forward, and sprinting. How are you guys going over there? You still going? And backwards. Good. A few more. Left. And to the right. Good. And back. Okay, stop. Good work, guys. I hope your heart's pumping now. Alright. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing, but in crab walk this time. So Toby's going to show you what a crab walk is. Nice, good work. Make sure your paws are up and you're smiling. All crab smile. Alright, Toby, are you ready? Are you guys ready? Let's get started. Okay, to the left. Come on, faster crab. Forward. And back. And right. And to the left. And to the right. Come on. And forward. And back. Okay, and back into the middle and doing the crab. Alright, great work, Toby. The last variation, we're just going to need to bring the toys in. So Toby, can you bring those 2 toys in? Thank you very much. Okay, now another thing to note is that if you're doing this on wood or another slippery floor, you should not be wearing socks like Toby is. Do it in bare feet, or if you're outside, again, you'll probably have to wear shoes so you don't get something stuck in your foot. But we're on a safe floor, so Toby will just be in socks. Okay, the last variation we're going to do is jumping, so that's why we need to bring them in, so we can jump all the way into the toys. Alright, so Toby, you're going to start in a squat position, and when I say direction, you're going to jump to the squat position, and then jump back into the middle. Okay, did everyone get that? So you jump, do a squat position at the toy, so jump backwards, squat, and then jump back into the middle. Okay, are you ready, guys? Let's go. So forwards, nice big jump and jump back. Good. Backwards and forwards. Good. To the left. Yeah. Okay, and to the right. Good. Now, if you guys are finding that too easy, we're going to make it a bit more challenging. So you get the toys and move them out again. So now we're going to have to be jumping a bit further, using our leg muscles a bit more. Okay, Toby, you ready?
Yes, let's go.
And left. Good, and move. And forwards. Oh, you get a big jump now. Big jump. Okay, and back into the middle and backwards. Okay guys, we're going to move on to our next activity, which is bunny hops. Okay, bunny hops is a very important skill. It'll help us do cartwheels in the future, handstands, tumbling, all those type of stuff. So we need to know how to do a bunny hop properly. Okay, so Toby will demonstrate how you do it properly. You start in the squat position, arms out in front, nice and straight arms, okay? From there, you jump your legs up and feet back, okay? Now, if you're doing this at home on a hard floor, you have to be very, very careful about keeping your arms straight because we don't want you to face plant into the hard floor. So make sure your arms are locked out and you go from your feet back onto your feet. So Toby, one more time. All right, good. So just for the parents, if your kid is doing this for the first time or if there is a really hard floor, you can provide support just by putting your arm on the shoulder. So Toby, you go do bunny hop and you will support the shoulders, make sure, support them, stop them from going forward or from your kid from bending your elbows and in the head. Okay, we're gonna do 3 of those in a row. Are you guys ready? Get into your squat position. I'll give you a few seconds. Okay, great. Ready, Toby? Let's go. 1, big jump, 2, and 3. Okay, good work. Now, a new variation we're going to try is a one-legged bunny hop. Now, in a cartwheel, you don't go off 2 feet, you go off 1 foot. So we're going to practice that in this bunny hop. So start in the same position. Now, from here, you're going to get 1 foot and put it on top of the other foot, the other ankle, like Toby is doing. Okay, and from there, it's the same bunny hop. All right, we're going to do 3 of those as well. Ready, Toby? Let's go. 1, 2, and 3. Always keeping straight elbows. Okay, other foot now. And 3 more bunny hops. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Okay, guys, you can pause the video here and practice the bunny hops. You can do 5 each leg and then get back to us. Okay, guys, now that you practice, we're going to try another variation. So we're going to use our soft toys. Again, you can use anything you have at home, such as a ball of socks or a beanbag or something like that. Okay, so Toby's going to go ahead, put them in our feet, put them between his feet. Okay, right between the ankles, it should sit quite nicely there. And we're going to try to do bunny hops without letting go of the toy. All right, let's go. So we try 3 bunny hops. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, good work, Toby. All right, guys. Now we're going to do 3 of those with the toy in between our feet. All right, Toby, you ready? Let's go. 1, 2. Okay, so if that does happen, then that's okay. Just put the toy back in between your feet and keep practicing. Let's go again. Come on, let's do 3. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, good work, Toby. Now, why do we put this between our feet? Because in gymnastics, we always want to have our feet together. So this way, if our feet come apart, well, we'll drop the toy and we'll know that our feet come apart. So that's why we use toys like that in gymnastics. Okay. Now we're going to start to do some holding positions on the floor and test our strength. Okay. So let's get on our hands and knees. Now the first support hold that we're going to do is called a chicken hold. Now Toby, can you face this way just so that people will have a better view? Okay, so for a chicken hold, we're going to put our hands right next to our knees and make sure your toes are pointed behind you. Okay, so you want to have pointed toes, not flex toes. Toby, can you show the flex toes? Like this. And we don't want that, we want pointed toes. Okay. So for the chicken hold, we're going to lift our knees up off the ground, keeping our feet on the ground. And we're going to hold it there for, let's say, 5 seconds. Guys, get ready there. Toby, are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
Let's go, 5 seconds. Lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. How was that, Toby?
Pretty difficult.
Difficult?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, it is a hard skill, but if you did find that easy, there is a variation. So Toby will show you the variation. It's the same hold, but you just lift your feet off the ground. Okay, so lift your knees up and then lift your feet off the ground. Okay, making sure you're holding your legs in a tucked position close to your chest. Okay, so if you can do that, try to do that next time. If you can't, then do the same thing. We're going to do it for 5 more seconds. All right, ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good work. Alright, next support skill we're going to do is an L sit. Now, L sit is quite a hard skill, so today we're only going to do a half L sit with our feet on the ground, okay? So, you guys might recognize the name L sit. Toby showed everyone an L sit. Great, that's what an L sit looks like. Today we're going to do an L support, okay? So, arms by our side today, and then we're going to lift our hips off, keeping our feet on the floor, similar to what we did last time, okay? Alright, and again we're going to hold that for 5 seconds. Okay, everyone ready? Good, let's go. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good, sit down. Now notice when Toby's doing this, his legs are nice and straight. Toby, can you show everyone what bent legs look like? Not very good. But if we put straight legs, it looks much better, okay? Alright, so this time I want everyone to try to squeeze the legs as hard as you can. Make sure they're not bent at all. Okay, ready? Good, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back to the hips. Good job. Now, some of you might find that quite easy, so if it is quite easy, then we can try a new variation, okay? So keep your hands by your side, and now bend your legs, okay? And try lift your whole body off the floor. Great. Now, some of you might find it easier to cross your legs, so Toby, can you cross your legs and face them? Good, so if crossing your legs is easier, you can do that as well. Our goal is just to get our body off the ground for 5 seconds, okay? So this is going to be the hard challenge. Alright, you ready, Toby, for the challenge?
Yes, let's go.
Are you guys ready? This is going to be our last thing for support. Okay, Toby, you ready?
Yes.
And go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, guys. Now you can pause the video here and try to hold that as long as you can. Get your stopwatch out, get your mom or your dad to time you and start to break some records. Alright guys, I hope you had a good workout. Toby definitely did. He hasn't got up since, so hope he recovers in time. Just a heads up why we do these things, bunny hops, supports as well. We do that so that it leads into the more advanced skills like cartwheels, handstands, and things like that every kid wants to do. But in order to do them properly, first we got to learn these skills, do them properly, develop the muscles a bit, and then we can do those harder skills. Alright guys, I hope you had fun. That's it for today, but hopefully you guys will be tuning in the next few weeks where we'll be learning more advanced skills like cartwheels and stuff like that. Alright, so thank you guys, and we'll see you next week.